Hey guys, Gathering the Magic back again, and this is the next episode in the new player account series. So what we've done so far is we've gone through the tutorial, we've done some battles, we purchased our spell book, we've got some battles under our belt by now, spent some glint, got a handful of reward cards. So I think what it's time to do now is go ahead and get some cards off the market. This approach might be a little bit different than what a lot of people will suggest for new players, just going out and renting higher level cards and all that. Well, the thing is, new players aren't going to know anything about the cards and abilities, so that's why I'm trying to focus on more just starting from scratch. But one of the things that you will notice when you start your new account is you have all these ghost cards. Well, these are reducing your earnings. These are all from a set called Chaos Legion. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually buy most of these with the 3,000 credits that we've been given. That way this is going to help boost our earnings. So you're going to be playing the same cards that you're getting familiar with, but you're going to be at least earning a little bit more than you would if these were all starter cards. So I'm going to get most of these, but not all, because I don't use all of these cards regularly. We're just going to get some key cards that we're going to use a lot. So one of them is going to be Silent Shavi. So what you can do if you want to purchase this card rather than just going to the market, you can just click on this card directly. It'll show that you don't own the card. Now you can click on the For Sale tab and actually buy this card. So what you want to do is you want to look for just the cheapest card. So you want to click on this tab and just go by price with the up arrow, and this will show that the cheapest card is 2 cents. So let's go ahead and highlight this card, and then you can pay for it with either DEC or credits. Now, last night I ended up listing 5 Chaos Legion packs that we were given for sale, and 4 of them sold. So we have some DEC right now, but I want to kind of save this for future use, so we're going to use credits. So we're going to use credits, we're going to go buy. This will cost us 17 credits, so we're going to go ahead and buy that card. And like I said, what this will do is this will give you some earnings when you start playing your ranked matches, rather than just having all starter cards. Now, most of these cards should cost, 2-3 cents or less, but there are some other cards that I want to purchase as well. So let's go back to items. We have that card. Another good card is, let's go ahead. Well, we definitely want to get the Goblin Psychic with the heal. Tank heal is a very powerful ability. Let's go ahead and buy that. I'm sure he's a little more expensive, but still not bad. Look, 3 cents. So let's go ahead, 3 cents. Credits. So that cost us 31 credits. We're going to buy him. Let's go back to our items. Venari Knifer is another good one with the thorns. So let's go ahead, purchase him as well. He is 2 cents in credits, so 24 credits there. Go back to our items. Let's see. We definitely want, probably one of the cards you're going to see a ton of, one of the best common cards, is Deep Lurker. So we're definitely getting a Deep Lurker for 3 cents. He is well worth 3 cents. 27 credits. Because this is a card you will be using constantly. Go back to items. Flying Squid is actually very good as well. And I'm sure he is very cheap. So he is 2 cents. We'll go ahead. Whoops, not DEC. Want to pay for him in credits. 16 credits for that card. Venari Scout with the opportunity. Oops, so we want the cheapest one. Look at that, 1 cent. So this is stretching your account, stretching your funds as far as you can get. Rather than renting these cards for a certain amount, they're so cheap you might as well just outright own the card. Okay, so for the fire team, Definitely want Radiated Brute because he has that reach. So he'll be able to attack from the second position. And then when you pair him with the Summoner that gives +1 melee, he's going to be doing 3 melee damage. So he's a very good card to have, even at low levels. So we're going to go ahead and buy him. Since the cards you can play are very limited, we're probably going to end up getting most of these. Like even the Cruel Cephalopod, he's got a lot of armor and hit points for only 3. And like I said, with the price being as low as a penny, you can't go wrong. Now these cards will only be playable for a few months. When the next set comes out, Conclave Arcana, scheduled to come out sometime in April. This set will move out of Modern, so you won't be able to play these cards in Modern anymore. But if you want, since you're only buying them for a penny or two, you might be able to just sell them and get your money back. So you're not really going to lose a whole lot of money um, buying these cards. Oops, let's go back to our collection. Let's see, what other ones do we want to get right now? We definitely want to get Antoid Platoon. So he is 2 cents. Credits. But this is how easy it is to just purchase these cards off the marketplace. And it's nice because with this page you can see exactly what starter cards you have. Stitch Leech with the sneak. It's only a penny. Okay, next we will get. Might as well get Chaos Knight with the shield. Since you're going up against starter cards, you're probably not going to go up against too many cards that have a ton of magic. So that most of the attacks you're going to face are going to be melee or ranged. So this will give it, some more survivability. Oh, there's actually one card for a penny. Awesome. So he just picked up one for 15 credits. Okay. What else do we definitely want to get? And then the neutral cards are all keys, since you can use them in any splinter. These might be a little bit more pricey. Oh, there's one for 3 cents. So 34 credits. So neutral cards might be a little bit more expensive than like I said, the regular splinter cards, because you can use them in any splinter. So if they're a little bit more, don't be too surprised. Scavo Hireling is probably going to be the most expensive card. We're going to get Disintegrator, I know that, because he does -1 melee to everyone on the opposing team, and he's only 2 cents. Let's go ahead and buy him. Okay, Chaos Agent is kind of a nice filler card for being 1 mana. He doesn't have an attack, so you may say, well, why would I want to use him? But, he can be a blocker, he can be a distraction, so that the opposing team focuses on him or hits him rather than one of your more key monsters in your deck. And sometimes it can make all the difference having one extra card, even if it's a filler card, than your opponent. Okay, then we're definitely going to get Scavo Hireling. He'll probably be the most expensive. Oh, 7 cents. So he is 74 credits. So he is by far the most expensive card, but he is worth it. And like I said, when these cards rotate out of Modern, if you want to, you can probably sell these cards back. Okay. So we've got a pretty good basis. Well, let's get Shadow Snitch too, because that's another reach card. And it being only a penny, you can't go wrong. Okay, Okay, so we've got a decent collection started. Okay, Kulu does 2 range damage, so that could be another good one. Like I said, all these cards are useful in the beginning when you're just starting out. As you progress through the game and see the different cards and abilities, of course, the cards get stronger as they level up, but you just want to start with a solid foundation of cards. Okay, so that's a pretty good start. There's some more cards that we could get, but this is a good beginning. Now let's take a look at the rare cards. So the rare cards will be a little bit more pricey. One of the key rare cards we definitely want to get is Curse Windiku. This is one you're going to use all the time for the death team. This is going to be your main tank. He is 7 cents. Okay, let's see. Another great card is Mycelic Slip Spawn, because he does magic damage, has a ton of health, and is taunt. So he is 4 cents. Let's see. Let's also get Regal Parrington. He has flying, which is ability. There are some rule sets that you'll come across that'll say Earthquake. So all monsters will take damage unless they have flying. Plus flying, as you can see here, it says it gives a 25% extra chance to evade attacks. So with his high speed, he's usually hard to hit. And he's only 37 credits. Healing is a key, so if you can get a tank heal, Murdali Guardian is a great card, and it is 13 cents. Okay, so that's going to be quite a bit, but let's think about that card, because this is only going to cost us a little bit in earnings. 13 cents is quite a bit when we're just starting out. Demon Shark, let's see how cheap Demon Shark is. 6 cents. We can get him. We may end up getting the healer. I was just hoping that it was going to be a little bit cheaper. What are some other good ones? The infantry could be a good card, and I'm pretty sure he's fairly cheap. 4 cents, that's not bad. We're just trying to stretch our funds out as far as we can. I want to at least grab a couple cards from each splinter. Okay, the striker with sneak, plus with Tarsa he'll have 3 damage. Want to pick him up, he might be a little bit more too. Nope, he's only 4 cents. Yeah, this set was very overprinted based on our current player base, so that's why a lot of these cards are so cheap. So many of them were opened and put on the marketplace, and there wasn't enough demand for all the cards that were available. So that's why a lot of these cards are just a few cents. Let's see, Molten Ash Golem, close range. Jin Apprentice is probably cheap. I like him because he's got 2 magic damage, which you're probably not going to see a whole lot of high damage cards. Plus there are some rule sets that are magic only. So he is 5 cents. Okay, what are some other key cards? Life, definitely the Harpy. This card should be probably pretty cheap, 4 cents. Go back to items. Time Mage. Slowing your opponent can be huge. So this will do -1 speed to all your enemy units. Sometimes you can have the same cards as your opponent. If you are 1 speed faster, it can make all the difference in the battle. And there are not very many cards in the game that have slow, especially at level 1. So this is a key card if you are playing the Life Splinter. Okay, so the summoners are going to be a little bit more pricey. We're going to skip those for now. Uh, let's see, what else do we have? Double Strike, yep, Pellicor. Attacks twice. Another 4-cent card. Let's go back to items. The Monk is a nice card. It's neutral. You can play it anywhere. 4 mana is pretty cheap and 6 hit points. So he gets a lot better as he levels up. Okay, so he's 7 cents. I think we can do without him for now. And like I said, we'll avoid the summoners for now. Now, something else I want to look at right now, besides your starter cards, let's look at some of the reward cards. So to do that, we're going to have to go to the market. So let's look at both sets of reward cards. The Crystal Smith, like I said, is a card that has heal, so this is a very good card. Only 3 cents. You definitely want to have a Crystal Smith. So we're going to buy that card. Let's go back to the market. The Bonesmith with Life Leech, he's only 2 cents. So we're building the basis of foundation of a very good starter deck. Like I said, these are going to be level 1, and we're still working on just kind of getting used to the cards and the abilities. You're getting kind of a feel for which Splinter you enjoy playing the most. Let's see, Gargoyle Devil, a neutral card, flying, can attack from the front, 2 damage to start, very good card. And 3 cents. 3 cents is kind of the target. If I can find a lot of cards, especially rares, 3 cents or less, you know, that's really going to stretch our credits out, which is great. Okay, so now these cards are more pricey. As you can see, these are some summoners. So let's go back and look at some common cards, because there are a few key common cards that we want to target. Pellicor Bandit is one. Very low cost, only 3. Only does a point of damage, but he does sneak, so he can attack, you know, the rear line of your opponent. Has flying, is a little bit difficult to hit, and he is only a penny. So the more cards you can have in your arsenal, the better. Only 10 credits for one of probably the better commons in the game. And then another fantastic common card that you definitely want to get is Coastal Sentry, 6 cents, and he has double strike, and you can see very high attack. So even though he's a little bit pricey compared to the other cards, this card will win you a lot of games. And let's see. What are some other key cards we want to get here? We definitely want to get Swamp Spitter for the repair. Plus it does 2 range damage right off the bat. Drybone Barbarian. This card, what Enrage does is when this card gets damaged and is not at full health, its power and speed go up by 50%. So that means its 4 attack will go up to 6, and its 2 speed will go up to 3. And if you put the healer behind it, It may lose that buff, but you're going to keep this thing going and keep it alive. It is a very good card. There's one at 6 cents. So we're getting the cheapest one on the market. Okay, so other good cards to get, the Pelacor Mercenary for Earth is flying, good armor and health, and the main thing is it's only a penny. There'll be some rule sets too where you'll see even only or odd only, so if you can get cards with varying mana costs, that helps as well. Pelacor Deceiver, 5 mana. Once again, only a penny. Go back to the market. A lot of great cards here. Gargoyle Lion could be an option. Okay, for now I think that's good for these. There's one more card that I want to get. It's probably going to be our most expensive card, but this is a card that you're going to use constantly. It's Uraeus. This is a neutral card, so you can use it in any splinter. Only costs 3 mana, and he has sneak, 1 damage, a very, very useful card. This is 11 cents, so this is going to be our most expensive card, 109 credits. But he is definitely worth it. And like I said, he fits in with any splinter. We probably won't have a Dragon Summoner to play Dragon, so we can't get Jin Chihuahua. Tidebiter. There's some nice cards, but they're just a little bit out of our price range with our limited funds. Okay, so now we have a fairly good basis of a deck. So let's see what we have right now. So let's get off of Epic, and let's just uncheck these and go to Owned. Okay, so these are all the cards that we own now. So we didn't even use half of our credits. We own all these cards now, so all these cards are going to help us earn. And then I've got 3 reward cards as well. So let's go ahead and do a couple battles and let's just see how it affects our earnings. Eventually later in this series, I'm going to show you how to take this DEC and grow that amount so that you can use that to buy cards and basically keep that DEC growing so that you don't have to put any more outside funds into the game. But like I said, for now the main thing is just getting a basis of a starter deck with cards that you actually own. Okay, so this one is another standard rule set, 41 mana. So let's try water, since we picked up some water cards. So we want, let's put Coastal Sentry in the front because it has that double strike. We want a card that can attack from the second position, so we want our Flying Squid. Let's see, we want to have some repair for the armor, so we're going to put in our Swamp Spitter. Even though we didn't purchase the healer, which we probably will do anyway, at some point we want to heal. We want Deep Lurker because it's going to be doing 3 damage. And then we've got 4 mana left over. So you don't have to spend the 4. So if none of these cards look appealing to you, you can go 3 mana. So we could go ahead and do Uraeus. It says right here, you can use neutral units with any element. So the reason I'm taking Uraeus over Pelacor Bandit is Pelacor Bandit is faster and they both will attack the rear position, but it's simply because Uraeus has 1 point of armor, so it can take 1 more hit than Pelacor Bandit could. So that is the only reason. So let's go ahead and battle. Let's see how we do. So we're coming up against Obsidian, who has +1 magic damage. Their only magic caster is in the very back. So this is going to be where Uraeus is really going to be key to hopefully knock him out. But it's going to take a couple of turns because Uraeus is only doing 1 point of damage. So his thorns in the front really hurt my Coastal Sentry. So let's see if I can get the heal off, and I did before the Psychic attacks it with magic damage. See, now he's down to 1 damage, so he's just hanging on there. There's 1 more point of damage on his healer, and then Deep Lurker took out his healer, so it looks like we should win this battle pretty easily. So you can see now the power of repair and heal, healing your main tank so your main tank stays up. And especially if you have a main tank that does a good amount of damage and double strike. So Coastal Sentry is definitely a card you want to add. Okay, so we earned 34 glint with that. So once we get out of Wood League and start getting into Bronze, we'll start earning some SPS. So if you're not already out of the Wood League, you definitely want to keep playing until you get into Bronze, and then you're going to start earning some SPS. So we'll do one more battle and we'll call it a video. I'm going to use a different splinter just to show you a different lineup that you can put in. Because I think in Wood League you're always going to have standard rule sets where you can play any of your cards. It looks like I'm advancing nicely through Wood League. Okay, so this person has played Life recently and Fire. As you can see, of course, they have all level 1 cards. Let's create a team. We only have 13 mana. Let's go ahead and do Tarsa. So let's put in our platoon. And then we've got 5 left. So it looks like let's just do the Striker. So we only have 2 monsters. So we might be at a disadvantage if our opponent plays 3 or 4. But they're going to be doing a decent amount of damage. Okay, the only thing I'm worried about is he has thorns, so every time I hit him, I'm going to take 2 damage. But I think we might have enough hit points to survive, as long as we don't miss too often. Yep, looks like we got this one. And there you go. So we're on a win streak. We got 40 more rating. We're up to 200. And we have 35 glint. So it looks like if we can win, actually, if we can win 2 more battles, we can get into Bronze. And once we're in Bronze, like I said, we'll start earning some SPS. So hopefully by now you're getting a little more comfortable with the game. You're seeing just kind of how the abilities work on the monsters. You're getting an idea of what type of lineups they put, the order you put cards in. You're feeling more comfortable with that. Now you have a little bit of an understanding and a little bit of using the marketplace to buy some cards. We'll go through that, of course, more in future episodes. We'll get more in-depth into the marketplace. Okay, so 35 mana. Let's create a team. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do Death. Do Curse Windiku. What else do we want to put in here? Silent Shavi. The Stalker does 3 damage, so we'll take him. Let's see, Gargoyle Devil does 2 damage, can attack from the front. So we've got 6 left. We definitely want to put in Uraeus to attack the back line. We have 3 mana left. We can sort by 3. Let's go ahead and put in the Life Sapper. So put Life Sapper there. Now I'm going to put Uraeus all the way in the back and not the ranged unit, and the only reason I'm doing that is If he plays, like if he plays fire or water and he also has a sneak attack, I'd rather have him hit Uraeus a couple of times and kill Uraeus, who's only doing 1 damage, rather than lose my 3 damage Stalker. So that's why I'm putting Uraeus all the way in the back, even though he's melee. So let's go ahead and battle. So once again, you can see he's putting the knife in the front, I'm putting Wendigo, so we've got a Battle of Thorns damage. He does have a healer, but we took his healer out right away with the Sneak Monster. So he's got a good tech in front. He's only taking half damage from melee and ranged, but we have so many attackers hitting him. There, we lost our Wendigo, but he's lost most of his team at this point. So it looks like another victory for us. There you go. So now we're up to 240 rating. So one more win, and we will be out of the Wood League and into Bronze 3. And I think when we hit Bronze 3, we might have some free chests to open. Okay, so this person just plays fire. So the thing with fire we know is he's going to play a lot of melee. So Thaddeus Brood could be a good choice. If he plays fire, he has a lot of sneak, so he'll be hitting the back line. Let's go ahead and do Kelia again. Let's go ahead with our double strike. Actually, we have Demon Shark. So we could do Demon Shark again. Let's see. Let's also put in Deep Lurker, of course. Flying Squid. Want him in the second position with Reach. We want to have Repair. I'd like to have a heal. We have 7 mana left. Let's do Gargoyle Devil. And we'll put Swamp Spitter in the back to protect the healer in case he does sneaks. Okay, so hopefully we win this one and get to silver. So you can see right there the power of speed. Since we had so much speed, all of these units attacked and killed his tank before he had a chance to even take a shot. So this looks like another game we're going to win pretty easily. Yeah, the combination with Kelia, if you can do a repair and a heal on your main tank, is so powerful. Especially at beginner levels, where everyone has level 1 cards. Okay, there you have it. So now we've got 37 glint, we're up to 280. And we just hit Bronze 3. Congratulations, you are now in Bronze 3, and you get some rewards. So let's go ahead and take a look at those rewards. So we have 3 bronze minor chests to open. So these minor chests are the same chests that you could get if you purchase them in the Glint store, but we're getting these for free. So let's go ahead and claim. So these could be anything in these chests. You could have, if you get a card in a minor chest, it's only a single copy. It still could be gold foil. You could get anything up to a legendary card. It could be potions, it could be merits. So we got a Chaos Evoker. Cool, so we got a card, a common card, so a new card for our deck. We got 1 energy, and we got 57 merits. And merits are used to purchase gladiator packs, but we're not in a guild yet, so those won't really help us. The main thing is we picked up a card. Awesome. Okay, there you have it, guys. There is the next episode in the New Player series. We have 51 mana to spend. Let's extend this one more battle because I want to see how much SPS we earn if we can get a win now that we're in Bronze 3. So I believe once you're in Bronze 3, you can't go back down to Wood League. So from here on up, you can only go up to Bronze 2 and hopefully Bronze 1 and beyond. So now that we're in Bronze, even though we're in Bronze 3, the battles might become a little bit more challenging. but I still think most of the rules you're going to see are going to be standard. Yep, and you can play any element. Let's see what our opponent has. So our opponent has been playing Death, Water, as you can see, once again, level 1 decks. Rules of combat. Only neutral units can be used. Okay, so it's a good thing we picked up a couple neutral units. So what do we want to pair with the neutral units? Do we want to have armor and speed? Probably. So it's a good thing we ended up getting a couple more neutral cards. So we have cards that our opponent won't have. They're probably not going to have Uraeus and Gargoyle Devil. So let's put Disintegrator in. We definitely want Repair for his armor. We're going to put in Gargoyle Devil and Uraeus. Going to put in Supply Runner for that 2 damage. And then we've got 3 left. So we can fit in the Archer. So hopefully we win this battle so I can see how much we earn. So this is where it gets really exciting in ranked battles when you start earning some SPS. Okay, we should win this pretty easily. He's only got 3 monsters. And they're not doing a lot of damage. So this should be a pretty easy win for us. There. Took out his main tank. And we're about ready to take out the rest of his team. Yep, so now he has an archer that can attack. And we won. So this is the first time we've earned a currency called SPS. So this is one of the main currencies in the game. You can see we earned just a fraction, 0.003 SPS, but it is our first earning. Now we're up to earning 40 glint per battle and another 40 rating. Okay, so we've got 264 glint right now. Let's go to the shop and let's pick up another common draw. It's going to cost us 150 glint. We'll get another card. Hopefully it's a different card than one we already have. We only have a couple. Okay, so we got the Nimbleduck Explorer. So this is for the life team. It doesn't have an attack, but it gives everyone on your team +2 armor, which can be very important to help protect your team. And we've got 114 glint left. We're very close. After a couple more wins, we'll get enough glint to get another common card. Okay, guys, there you have it. There is the new player episode. I believe this is number 3. We went through the market. We bought some cards. We now have some cards that we own. We won some battles. We're feeling a little bit more comfortable about our team. We got a couple new reward cards for our deck, so the account is starting to grow. Next episode, we're going to get into more ranked battles, maybe play or buy some more cards on the marketplace, and continue to learn and grow this new account. So hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next episode coming up shortly. And until then, stay the course, keep on forging, have fun. I'll see you soon. Take care.